Do you ever wake up, stare at your to-do list, and go, meh, I could get to it tomorrow? Have you ever wanted to finally take that first step towards a new project, new hobby, but just felt like it wasn't the right time? Yeah, same. I bet all of us have been in that mindset one time or another. We wait for that spark, that moment to ignite us into action as if it's gonna hit us out of nowhere and make everything click. It's like we were waiting, praying almost, for motivation to arrive. But here's the thing. Motivation is a lie. It's a lie we love to believe. The idea of getting inspired, as if it's the only piece of the puzzle that's missing, makes motivation sound magical. You're not missing anything though. You're just not moving yet. It's like loading up your game, staring at the main menu, but nothing happens till you press start. And that's something you can change today. Action doesn't wait for motivation. Action creates it. If you ever been caught waiting for that perfect spark, that moment you finally feel ready, consider leaving a comment down below about some project or goal you've been putting off because of this waiting. Trust me, you're not alone. And hey there, I'm Gummy. If you like these type of reflective videos, drop a like on this video and consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps the message get to more people. Now, back to business. We've been sold this lie of motivation our whole life. It's like it's embedded in our culture. We need to find our way and then stay motivated once doing so and persevere and push through all the ups and downs. And while finding our purpose is no easy task, relying on motivation to do so and to keep going is just as difficult. It's like our culture treats it like the key to unlocking our true potential. We need motivation to achieve all that we want. We need motivation to show us the way, what we've been missing, and where we need to go. If the key won't start the car, we can't and won't move. And as we sit and wait for motivation to give us the spark, we watch everyone else zoom on by, accomplishing everything they seem to set out to do. And we blame our lack of motivation as if it's the reason we aren't moving toward our goals, our dreams, and our desires. We won't start, ever, if we wait for motivation. People will continue to zoom on by. Time will even fly faster, leaving us feel like we can't achieve anything. So, even when we get a whiff of motivation, we dismiss it at that point. It's not worth it anymore. But let's say you did act on this motivation. You finally hit that spark. And then your life becomes this somewhat epic montage we see. I always think of the Rocky Balboa montages when I think of motivation. They always get me pumped up. Eye of the Tiger's blaring in the background. He's running miles and working out nonstop. But then I realize the montages aren't real. And that's the same with motivation. Because once you start acting, once you start the path, motivation fades away. Not every day is like the Rocky montage showing the epic highlight reel of moments of you just kicking ass. Motivation leaves at one point or another. It's an unsustainable force. It's like you're in a tutorial of a game. You learn the mechanics, you get really stoked, but then you're getting bored and impatient, waiting for something more or new to arrive. Most of the time, you don't even want to wait. You just get out of the tutorial screen and out of this tedious back and forth of being in action and not in action. So you're just willing to learn on the fly. Why can't we treat our ambitions, our goals, our desires the same way? There's no one in the beginning parts of those games asking, hey, you ready to go? You sure about this? It may end poorly, but you still want to continue? Yeah, we usually skip and take the risk. Yet, when it comes to our own life, we find ways to stall. The slightest thought of failure keeps us at bay and keeps us content in our bubble, waiting for the powerful emotion of motivation to enter. Sadly, emotions won't get us anywhere. They do a great job of reading the room and normalizing our behaviors at times, but when we want to make a move, emotion shouldn't be the sole driver of our lives. Action needs to be the driver. Action has way more sustainability. Taking action doesn't need to be monumental. It doesn't need to be flashy. If anything, these small actions you can take will trigger dopamine in a way that makes us feel motivated. We feel a sense of accomplishment with those tiny actions, which give us fuel to keep going. Motivation is the spark, sure, and at times, maybe not, but action is the wood that keeps the fire going. David Reynolds, psychologist and author of Constructive Living, said it best, really. You don't think your way into doing, you do your way into thinking. The more we sit and wait, the more we think, the less we do. No matter the size of action, the more you do it, the more you will be doing, the more progress you will achieve. It's this leveling grind so many games that we love have. At the beginning, it looks daunting, but that doesn't stop you from going through some runs and chipping away at progress. Leveling up slowly is better than not doing it at all. And this is where consistency comes into play. I've made a lot of videos on consistency, and while I love it, I think there's a beautiful point in my life that I'm starting to realize, in that consistency is the motivation killer. Not in a negative way. It's pretty much that if you can stay consistent, you will never need to feel motivated. Motivation is a mood. Consistency is more like a system. Your system of staying consistent is going to look different than mine or anyone around you. You kind of have to find what works for you. And while I'd love to go more in depth on this topic in a future video, I'll give you some tips. Go slow. Systems take time. So if it doesn't click right away, make sure to not lose patience. Start easy and small. Choose steps in your system that are almost embarrassingly small and easy to complete. Action builds momentum is just a great quote from James Clear. And speaking of the guy, James Clear talks about that in Atomic Habits. He says that motivation isn't what keeps you going, it's your system that keeps you going. As I like to reframe it, you don't chase the spark. Build the system that lights the fire. Progress will happen because you keep showing up no matter what, not because you feel more motivated than other days. Show up, and then you're going to start seeing the progress stack up. And finally, and probably the most difficult of it all, is to reframe failure. We are in a society where failure is avoided in every facet. We can't fail. The pressure to succeed is almost insurmountable. Failure deems that you are not worthy. And that's just not the case when you want to see progress. Failure means you tried. Failure means you are learning. Failure means that your next attempt will only be that much better. Every time you get back up, you're building confidence and strength to keep taking action, no matter what the results may make you feel. That's why so many people love challenging games. You fail, and time after time, you probably get demolished. But that moment when you finally beat the boss or obtain what you needed, you realize that these failures got you to be strong. Even if you succeed on the first try, what did you learn? Taking consistent action will teach you a lot about yourself, if you let it. So if you take anything away from this video, let it be this. Motivation might start the fire, but it's action that keeps it burning. You don't need a spark to begin. You just need to press start. And when you fail, because you will, remember that failure isn't the opposite of progress. It's proof that you're still in the game. You don't have to wait to feel ready. You just have to move. And trust that the feeling will catch up to you. If this helped you rethink motivation, drop a comment about the small action you're going to take today. Because maybe that's how it all starts for us. One small move that leads to something bigger. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more content like this. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.